Hi developers, I am Aarti and today we will see some JavaScript question. As we know that to prepare for the React.js interview, we require JavaScript. As we, if you are if you are preparing for the Node.js, Next.js, React.js, so JavaScript is a common here. JavaScript is very important to prepare. If you are preparing for React or any for development, so logic is very important. And here I will take some questions which are very important in interview for JavaScript. Okay, this is only a JavaScript question, and today we will see some JavaScript question which are very famous in interview, and you should know all these things when you are preparing for the interview. Okay, so let's get started. So our first question is, what are closures in JavaScript? A closure is a function that remembers variables from its outer scope even after outer function has finished execution. So I have given one example here, like our this is the outer is a function name which is outer, and in that inner function is there, and name is a inner. Okay, here we are declare counter in outer function, but we are using that variable, means we are doing some operation, that is increment operation, and after that we are doing console.log. So our output will get like two times we called it, so 1 and 2, so we'll not get any error, and we can access outer variable in inner variable using closure. Okay, so this is the coding example, and through this we can easily understand what is closure. Our next question is, what is difference between var, late, and const? Here, uh, like suppose we are any if we are declared any variable using var keyword, then it's having a functional scope, and we can reassign that, and hoisting is allowed. And suppose any variable we have declared using var will get undefined. Suppose it is hoisted, but in case of late and const, will get uh, we can suppose any variable we have declared using late and const, we can hoist it, but it will get in temporal dead zone. That's why we'll get reference error. Here also we'll get reference error. And in case of late and const, it's having a block scope. Block scope means what? It's like this curly brackets. Okay, in that only the scope of variable is in that curly brackets only. Okay, so we have example, that is test. If var x equal to 10, we have declared these three variables, and here for the y, it is a outer scope. Okay, means it is a block scope. Sorry, it is a block scope. So that's why we'll get reference here, but in case of var, we'll get value 10. Okay, I hope you understood what is mean by means what is exactly difference between var, late, and const. After that, we have next question is, what is this in JavaScript? So this is a one of the keyword which refers to the object that is calling the function. Okay, means what? Suppose we have one object, and in that there is a property that is name. Here is one method, and we can access that method like person dot greet, and we have written console.log like hello this dot name. So this may so here this refers to this object, and we'll get arti by print, if we are, as we are printing here, so we'll get hello arti. Okay, this way this keyword is working. Okay, but in case of arrow function, it arrow function does not bind their own this. Okay, generally means it arrow function don't have its own this keyword. So he generally arrow function we use when we are to do the callback, during callback we use the arrow function, but we use conventional method, means we use simple, means a general function in methods or in object. So generally arrow function for callback, and general function in objects generally we preferred. Okay, so and that is the explanation about this keyword. Then we'll move towards next question, that is explain the what is interviewer maybe can ask you like, what is event loop or event loop process. So JavaScript is a single threaded, so event loop handles a callback function, scheduling them after a current stack is clear. Means suppose any execution is going on in the stack, so after completion that execution, it takes a next task. Till that time, that task will wait in callback. queue. Okay, that is the event loop process, and I have already explained this whole things with example in one video. You can go there and you can see that video. So suppose we have one example like here is some miscellaneous synchronous and asynchronous statements. Here we'll print like 1, then 4 because it is synchronous, and after that for this two operation we require some time to execute. It goes into the web APIs and execute, so it takes some time. After that we have macro and micro queue. Micro queue having highest priority and promises will go in that. So 3 will print because it's having a micro queue having a highest priority, and after that 2 will print. So this way it's work. And event loop process is very important. You need to go in my YouTube channel, and you should see that video to understand properly if you have not understand this. Okay, but for the interview this question is very important. Now next question is, what is difference between double equal to and triple equal to? So double equal to means what? It checks only the value, but in case of triple equal to it checks value as well as type. Like 0 double equal to false. 0 means what? False. 1 means what? True. So 0 means false, so that is correct statement, so we'll get true. But in case of triple equal to it will be false. Okay, because 0 and false, it also checks the type, that's why we'll get false here. Suppose if we are considering about value, here is 5, here is 5, so we'll get true because here is a double equal to, we'll check only value. But in case of triple equal to we'll get false because it is a string and it is a number, so type is different, that's why we'll get false. So generally in programming we generally prefer triple equal to, because to avoid a bugs further, then we use generally triple equal to instead of double equal to. Okay, next question is, what are promises and async await? So promises, suppose we have one example that is uh, promise. There is lots of things like promises having three state, that is pending, then fulfilled means success, or fulfilled means success, and other is reject means not succeed. If any condition is not succeed, then it is rejected. So I have one example like one API call. If we are done using fetch, then this is any API URL, then dot, then rest, then if we are using fetch method, then you need to convert that into the JSON. So we'll do that, and after that we have console.log data. So this way we need to write. But in case of async await, we can write like we make the function async, and we can use the await keyword if we are making function async. So only await we can't use, we require to do the function async, after that only we can use the await. Okay, so here we make that get data function async, and after that await we have used. So it will wait till our we are not getting the response. Okay, after that uh, after that we have converted, and after that we, so generally we this code is look like so simple, or we can say it looks like a synchronous, as it is asynchronous but it's look like synchronous. Okay, so this way we can explain like what is promise, or what is async await. Okay, and we have one method that is a catch method to check means to catch the error. Here we use try catch to crack or to check the error. So now next question is, what is difference between shallow and deep copy? Here one original object is there, value E1, and for B there is C colon 2, and we have to make copy of this original. Then we will do like shallow and spreading original. So we'll get what it will do. It will create another. It will not create another copy. It will directly point to the same memory location. So suppose we have changed something here in shallow object, we have changed value of C, that is 4, then in origin also value of C will get changed. So we don't want it because our original object is also getting changed, so we don't want this kind of things. So generally we avoid this, and solution is that we can use deep copy, as we are using json.parse, then json.string and original. So this way we can avoid a problem. And if we are creating copy deep copy, then this will create a new memory location, and we can create through this new copy. And if we are change original copy, then it will not reflect into the deep copy. Or if we are changing deep copy, it will not it will not change to original copy in case of deep. So that's all about shallow copy and deep copy. Now next question is, what is difference between, or explain map, filter or reduce. Generally we have one array that is const nums equal to 1 2 3. So if we are using map method, then we are simply applying map to the nums, then n means individual element into here, individual element of array, and we are doing operation that is multiply, and we are getting one array. So in map method it returns array, and we are suppose we want to do operation for each and every element in an array, that time we generally prefer the map method. In case of filter method, like suppose we have array and we want to filter the element according to something condition, according to some condition, so that time we generally use the filter method, has nums dot filter n, factor of function n percent of n percent means module of 2. So we'll get here like 1 2 3. So suppose we are filtering according to this condition modular, and we'll get 1 and 3. Okay, we can do any operation like multiply, divide, anything, and we'll get according to that basis we'll get the some array in case of filter method. uh, Filter method is same like find method, but only one difference is that find method will find the one element, but in case of filter method will return a array. Here we'll get array. So about reducer, in case of reduce method, we suppose we want to do some operation like result is some value. That time we generally use a reduce method, or majorly for the addition we prefer the reduce method. We have a counter and we have n, and we just simply counter plus n, and we initiate some value here. So this way we'll get answer 6, okay, by adding all elements. So this way we can explain map, filter and reduce. These all are the array methods. Now next question is that, what is debouncing and throttling? So debouncing is delay function call until user stop triggering. Like suppose we have some search box and we are searching something, and on every on change we are doing some API call or some calling some function. So that is suppose we are entering something, or on change we are calling any function or API call. In that case multiple time request is going to server. So in that case there may be possible to crash a server. So to avoid that we are using debouncing method, means debouncing concept. Here we write one function like this, and we are taking another function as an argument, and other argument is a delay. So we are taking one delay, and after that delay we suppose we are typing something and we paused. So after define this delay, means suppose it is 5 second. So after 5 second it will do the request. So this way we can avoid that problem of server crashing. Like we have to suppose a user is typing something and taken pause, then after that that call, function call or API call will gone, and our server will not get crashed through this. Other is the throttling. In throttling we just give some, suppose if any person is there want to spam our application. In that case we are just doing like means suppose if there is any button and the person is clicking multiple time, but during that time we are suppose anyone type method, anyone type any button 15 times, and 50 in that 15 times there should be 5 time function calling should be there. That time we write one function that is a concept of throttling. Like we are calling 5 times that function. still as the user is typing 15 times, means user is calling 15 times that function or that button, user is clicking that function to 15 times. So this will reduce load on app, and our performance will get increased. Now, next is what is difference between null and undefined. So null is what means, in simple words, null is means nothing, undefined means not defined. Okay, suppose we have suppose we have this variable, let a, and we are doing console.log a, and here a is defined, but declare it is declared, but it's don't have assign any value, so we can say it is undefined. But in case of b, let b equal to null means nothing, so explicitly nothing at there. So this way, these all are the 10 questions which are very important for the interview, and I have tried to explain all the things related to that. If we have you have prepared this 10 question, it will be helpful for you. Prepare well and do well for the interview. Thank you so much.